What up with the YouTube, man? We back in here once again, man. This was the final night of the WWE draft, man. Also Monday Night Raw tonight. Also go home show Monday Night Raw, man. Before WWE Backlash France this weekend. Um, yeah, I thought Raw was definitely a little bit better than SmackDown. Definitely better than SmackDown. The draft. I know some of the call ups tonight. We had Dragonoff and Blair Davenport and um, Lava Valkyria all get drafted from NXT. So definitely huge stuff for them. Hopefully they kill it on their respective shows. And they moved some people around. Like I know DIY, Candice LeRae and company went to SmackDown. So they moved some people around, kept some people on the same show, moved some people around. But I'm surprised though that, and unless they do it after the show, because I know they're continuing the draft after the show, they still haven't announced like anybody coming from the main roster going to NXT because I was pretty sure they said they were going to do that. If there was one wrestler who I honestly thought could very well went to the main roster back to NXT was Shinsuke, but Shinsuke was one of those who went to SmackDown. But tonight, the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre segment I thought was pretty good. Obviously, Drew McIntyre continuing his hatred for CM Punk. CM Punk trolling him because he was in the crowd, and then Drew went for him, and then Punk came back down to the ring and cut about a 2 minute promo, basically saying, when I come back, I'm coming after you. Drew McIntyre obviously pissed off, about what happened, rightfully so. And yeah, man, they are really going in. It seems like with this whole Liv Morgan and Dominic, they teased it last week. This week, I know Liv took on Nia in what was Nia's final match before officially going to SmackDown. You had Tiffany and Naomi brawl in the crowd, but you know they have Dominic and Liv now because Rhea gone, and Liv did say she was gonna take everything from Rhea, including Dominic. It looks like because they kind of they didn't obviously bring it up on TV, but people online obviously brought it up backstage while Jey Uso was getting interviewed by the lovely Kathy Kelly. You can see Liv walking out and Dom walking out as well. Like Liv walked out first, and then a couple 2 seconds, 3 seconds later, whatever, Dom walked out. Oh, and LWO got drafted. And then at first, you're probably thinking, well, why is Carlito involved in the draft with the LWO when he just turned on LWO? But it looks like obviously they're going to continue their feud, and it just got started, so you gotta might as well bring them on the same brand. But yeah, that Liv and Dominic is really that particular stuff is really interesting. I know Rhea is still out with her injury, but man, I know she's gonna go insane when she comes back. And just imagine like Dirty Dom is now with Liv, and Liv is his new mommy. Like, man, yeah, you had some other stuff on this show too. Gunther and Xavier, I thought, they had a pretty good match. I really liked Xavier's resistance to not tapping out. Kofi was gonna throw in the towel, but Xavier was like, "Don't do it." And then, man, Gunther with that STF he put in, and Xavier obviously had to tap out. I thought that was a pretty good match. And I thought Sammy and Bronson had a solid Intercontinental title match before Chad Gable got involved. Obviously, Chad, pissed off at Sammy. Sammy actually attacked him backstage beforehand, so, Chad had to get his revenge in on that. But yeah, you had the main tag tonight, obviously the 6-man tag. Judgment Day taking on, main event Jey Uso, Andrade, Ricochet, just to get Jey Uso and company really Jey Uso some momentum heading into his match with Damian Priest at the Premium Live event. But yeah, overall I thought tonight's Monday Night Raw was pretty good for the most part. I can't really complain. And yeah, the draft, we'll see obviously overnight who else gets drafted and who doesn't, and that'll pretty much be it. So